Remember the player Khamil Pierre from Vanderbilt in women's basketball that's no longer part of the program? This is per on 3 and Ty Goodman on this. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Ty Goodman said Khamil Pierre is committed to NC State. And obviously, first things first, NC State prior to this only had like 10 players on their roster, including a transfer from UConn, Caden Samuels, and they bring in 2 other freshmen. But yeah, still not a lot of players, and they don't have a lot of depth. And Khamil Pierre would be an impact player if she's clear to play for next year, and they are hopeful that they're going to have her for next year. It's a TBD on that situation given how late this is. And Khamil Pierre actually started all 32 games a year ago in 30.5 minutes per game. She did the following: 20.4 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game, 1.8 turnovers per game, 2.9 steals per game, 0.3 blocks per game, 3.1 fouls per game, 49.8% from the floor on 548 attempts, 17.4% on threes on 23 attempts, 2/3 on free throws, 153 attempts. And when you look at her freshman year numbers, she did improve in some areas. I don't need to go over that here. So, and obviously NC State did lose not only her seniors, but they lose like 3 players to the transfer portal. Kaylin Winmar, though, was no longer listed on the roster back in January, and she grind transferred to Virginia, while they did lose 1 player to Wisconsin, and Lacey Steele and Lizzie Williamson is now at NC State. But there are bigger losses than those 3. Isaiah James, Sanaya Rivers, Madison Hayes, all those double-digit scores, including a leading one. But they do bring back Zoe Brooks. They do. And that's huge at 14.2 points per game. They do bring back Zemaria Jones at 7.1 points per game. Tilda Trigger, TRYGGER, I apologize if I butchered that, at 6.6 points per game. So 3 players coming back with 5 points per game or more. Of course, it doesn't include Lorena Ayu, AWOU at 3.2 points per game. Same things for Mallory Collier at 3.1 points per game. And Devin Quigley at 2.5 points per game. Then there's Maddie Cox coming back at 0.8 points per game. So, yeah. They needed an impact player, clearly. And I knew the only places that Khamil Pierre would go to is like obviously a player that they have a school that has spots open and a need for it. I'm just saying. And I thought Baylor could have been one of those options, but it was more like more of a luxury and not like a need, so to speak. I would say that because when you look at the roster, it's in a better spot and all this. And I'm going to just say that NC State last year was a Sweet 16 team, 28-7 overall, 16-2 in the ACC, and they finished first because of the head-to-head with Notre Dame in conference play. So we're going to have to wait and see what NC State does this year and whether or not they're going to have Khamil Pierre play or not, because it would make a big difference if she is available to play. So I just want to go over this because this is like one of those notable players that is no longer part of the program very late in the process when you look at it. And NC State did finish as runner-up in the ACC tournament as well, losing to Duke. So Duke is going to be up there next year, given what they return. North Carolina could be as well. And Notre Dame, I know they lost some big pieces, but we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait and see what this does for the conference as a whole as well. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Some month. This course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching, and that subscribe, hit subscribe button, free notification bell as well. It's not including like Florida State and Louisville in the mix. Georgia Tech did lose their head coach, I believe. So we're gonna have to wait and see in all this.